Listen up, folks. Today we're talking about dating, specifically dating multiple people. Is it a good idea? Is it playing the field? Well, like most things in life, it's complicated. Some folks say it's the best way to find the right person. You get to compare, contrast, see what's out there. Others say it's disrespectful, confusing, and a recipe for disaster. The truth? It depends. It depends on you, your values, and what you're looking for. Let's break it down, shall we? In the dating world, a roster is like having a lineup of potential love interests. Think of it like a basketball team, but instead of shooting hoops, you're looking for someone to share your life with. Now, I'm not saying you need a literal list on a clipboard. This isn't about treating people like numbers, but it's about keeping your options open, dating around, and not putting all your eggs in one basket before you're ready. One of the biggest benefits of dating multiple people is the experience. You get to meet different personalities, learn what you like and don't like, and figure out what you truly want in a partner. Think of it like trying on shoes. You wouldn't buy the first pair you see without trying on a few others, right? Same goes for relationships. Dating around gives you a chance to try on different personalities and relationship styles, plus, it can be fun. Going on dates should be enjoyable. Meeting new people, having interesting conversations, it's all part of the dating journey. Now, before you run out and start swiping right on everyone, let's talk about the potential downsides. Because, yes, there are some. One of the biggest risks is emotional fatigue. Juggling multiple relationships can be draining, especially if you're not being honest with yourself and the people you're dating. And speaking of honesty, that's another big one. If you're not upfront with the people you're seeing about dating others, things can get messy fast. We're talking hurt feelings, misunderstandings, drama, none of which are good for finding lasting love. Section 5, Real Talk, when rosters go right and wrong. Let me tell you about two women I know. Their stories are a perfect example of how different approaches to dating can lead to very different outcomes. Both were dating multiple people, but their approaches were totally different. They each had their own way of handling the complexities of modern dating. Woman number one was honest with everyone she dated. She believed in transparency and made it a point to communicate her intentions clearly. She wasn't looking for anything serious, and she made sure everyone knew that up front. This way, there were no misunderstandings or false expectations. She had fun, met some interesting people, and eventually met someone special when she least expected it. Her honesty paved the way for genuine connections. Woman number two, on the other hand, wasn't so honest. She chose a different path, one filled with secrecy and deception. She was juggling multiple relationships, telling each guy he was the one. She thought she could manage it all without anyone finding out. Well, you can guess what happened. It all blew up in her face. The lies caught up with her, and the truth came out in the most dramatic way possible. She hurt a lot of people, including herself, and ended up alone. The fallout was painful and left her questioning her choices. The moral of the story? Honesty is key. Being upfront about your intentions can save you and others from a lot of heartache. If you're going to date multiple people, be upfront about it. Clear communication can lead to healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Reflecting on these stories, it's clear that honesty not only builds trust, but also fosters a sense of respect and understanding. When you're honest, you give others the chance to make informed decisions about their involvement with you. Woman number one found joy and eventually love because she was true to herself and others. Her journey was filled with meaningful interactions and mutual respect. Woman number two, however, faced regret and loneliness. Her lack of honesty led to broken trust and damaged relationships. She learned the hard way that deceit only brings temporary satisfaction and long-term pain. It's important to remember that dating is not just about finding someone special, but also about personal growth and learning. Being honest with yourself and others is a crucial part of that journey. So, if you find yourself in a situation where you're dating multiple people, take a moment to consider the impact of your actions. Choose honesty and transparency, and you'll likely find that your relationships, whether casual or serious, will be more rewarding. In the end, the way you handle your dating life can significantly influence your happiness and the happiness of those around you. Be honest, be kind, and most importantly, be true to yourself. Remember, honesty isn't just the best policy, it's the foundation of any meaningful relationship. So go out there, be honest, and see how it transforms your dating experiences. When rosters go right, they can lead to wonderful connections and experiences. But when they go wrong, the consequences can be painful. Choose wisely and let honesty guide you. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more real talk on relationships. Section 6. Honesty is the best policy, even when dating. Look, I get it. Talking about dating other people can be uncomfortable. It's one of those topics that can make your palms sweat and your heart race. But it's a conversation that needs to happen. But trust me, it's better to have that conversation up front than to deal with the fallout later. Imagine investing time and emotions into someone, only to find out they have different expectations. It can be heartbreaking. When you're honest from the beginning, you're setting clear expectations. You're laying the groundwork for a relationship built on trust and mutual understanding. This is crucial for any relationship to thrive. You're letting the other person know where you stand, and giving them the opportunity to decide if they're okay with it. This way, both parties can make informed decisions about their future together. And if they're not, then they're not the right person for you anyway. It's better to find out sooner, rather than later. This saves both of you from unnecessary heartache and wasted time. Remember, dating should be about finding someone who wants the same things you do. It's about compatibility and shared goals. When both people are on the same page, the relationship has a much better chance of succeeding, and that starts with being honest with yourself and the people you're dating. Take the time to reflect on what you truly want. Are you looking for something casual or something more serious? Knowing this will help you communicate better with potential partners. Honesty isn't just about telling the truth. It's about being transparent about your intentions and feelings. It's about being brave enough to have those tough conversations even when it's uncomfortable. When you're honest, you create a space where both people feel safe to express themselves. This leads to deeper connections and a more fulfilling relationship. So, the next time you're on a date, remember that honesty is the best policy. It might be challenging, but it's worth it. In the end, it will lead you to the right person who appreciates you for who you truly are. Embrace honesty, and you'll find that your dating experiences become more meaningful and rewarding. After all, a relationship built on honesty is one that can stand the test of time. Section 7. Juggling act. Can you handle multiple dates? Let's be real, dating multiple people takes effort. You've got to be organized, communicative, and good at managing your time. It's like having a side hustle, but instead of making money, you're trying to find love. If you're someone who thrives on variety and excitement, then maybe juggling multiple dates is right up your alley. But if you're easily overwhelmed or prefer to focus on one person at a time, then it might not be the best approach for you. Section 8. Finding what you want, quality over quantity. At the end of the day, dating shouldn't be about racking up numbers. It's about finding someone special, someone you connect with on a deeper level. So, while dating multiple people can be a good way to explore your options, it's important to remember that quality trumps quantity. It's better to go on one meaningful date with someone you're truly interested in than to go on 10 mediocre dates with people you're not feeling. Focus on building genuine connections, even if it means slowing down and taking things one date at a time. Section 9. So, is a roster right for you? This is a question that many people find themselves asking at some point in their dating journey. With so many different opinions and experiences out there, it can be hard to know what's right for you. There you have it, folks. The pros and cons of dating multiple people. On one hand, it can be exciting and liberating to explore different connections and see what each person brings to the table. You get to experience a variety of personalities, interests, and perspectives, which can be incredibly enriching. Like I said at the beginning, there's no right or wrong answer. It's all about what feels right for you. Some people thrive in a more open and exploratory dating environment, while others prefer the depth and intimacy that comes with focusing on one person at a time. It all depends on your personal values, your relationship goals, and what you're comfortable with. Are you looking for something casual and fun, or are you seeking a deeper, more committed relationship? Your answers to these questions will guide your decision. If you're thinking about dating around, just remember to be honest, respectful, and always put your own emotional well-being first. Communication is key. Make sure everyone involved knows where you stand and what you're looking for. This can prevent misunderstandings and hurt feelings down the line. And who knows, you might just meet someone special along the way. Sometimes the journey of dating multiple people can lead you to unexpected connections and relationships that you might not have found otherwise. And remember, Whether you're dating one person or 10, the most important thing is to be true to yourself. Don't feel pressured to conform to what others think you should do. Your dating life is your own, and it's important to follow your own path, because at the end of the day, that's the best way to find the love you deserve. When you're authentic and true to yourself, you're more likely to attract people who appreciate you for who you are. So take your time, explore your options, and trust that the right person will come along when the time is right. In conclusion, whether you choose to date multiple people or focus on one, the key is to stay true to your values and desires. Dating is a personal journey, and there's no one-size-fits-all approach. Embrace the process, learn from each experience, and enjoy the ride. After all, finding love is as much about the journey as it is about the destination.